that's not gonna work for me. I'd have to have somebody back here. My kid played somewhere over there. I wouldn't care, but pitching.
Pitching, yep. All right, I'd like to welcome you out to our game today between your Lady Elks and the Horizon Honor Eagles. Horizon Honor Eagles. All right. This will be the number 3 seed Round Valley against the number 6 seed Horizon Honors. We did play Horizon Honors earlier in the season, wild 11-10 game in the Epic tournament. Probably about our third or fourth game of the season, so it should be quite the battle here. Two pretty evenly matched games. It'll be a lot different game than you saw the other day, I'm sure. So just a few minutes and we'll get started. Your Elks come in with a record of 24-3, and I believe that Horizon Honors has lost 4 games, I believe, this year, if I'm not mistaken, last time I looked. So pretty two evenly matched teams.
The cold's not good for my nose.
All right, last time we just played, getting ready to start here. Region Honors came out the other day for your Lady Elks. Um, Kelsey Walker was Player of the Year. Carla was Defensive Player of the Year. Also making first team was basically almost everybody on the team. Uh, so all 15 players on your Lady Elks made at least honorable mention this year, which I think is the first time that's ever happened. So most of the players out there, either first team, there's a couple second team, but I think 7 of the 9 out there right now were first team. So should be looking toward a great game today. Some great action, a little bit of wind here today. Gusting to probably 35, 40 miles an hour, a little chilly, but it's nothing we can't handle. We've had worse this year. So 3-man umpire crew today as we get deeper in the playoffs. We have start for the Lady Elks. We have Taisley Newman at catching and Ryan Harmio pitching with Autumn Webster, Kyler Penrod, Kelsey Walker, Carla Ariola around the infield with Kensley Crick in left field. Yes, Kensley Crick in left field and Skylar Hebner in center and Bryn Finch in right field. Leading off for the Eagles is number 16, Alex, as we get ready for first pitch. Alex and then Tatum and Josie. First pitch, outside by a couple inches, ball 1. Down low, 2-0. Alex starts ahead in the count with Ryan pitching. High, 3-0. As Ryan's having a hard time finding the strike zone here in the first inning, the first few pitches. I'm sure early game nerves here in the playoffs. Strike on the outside corner, 3-1. As Ryan tries to fight her way back. Outside, ball 4. Alex walks to first, brings up Tatum with no outs with Josie on deck. Wind blowing from third base to the outfield today, so if you get up in the air toward the right field, you have a chance of sending it out. First pitch to Tatum, down across the middle for a strike. 0-1. Line drive. Oh, it gets by Kensley in the outfield. At least one run will score here on the play, and Tatum will come in and Tatum at second, and Alex will score. So 2 batters and a single by Tatum got by Kensley. Tatum ends up at second, and Alex scores 1-0 for the Eagles. So Tatum on second with Josie up to bat now. Just a little high. First pitch by Ryan. Foul ball. It misses all the vehicles out there as it goes over the third base dugout. A pretty good crowd here today, even though it is cold. Looks like the outfield's pretty full and stands is full, so good crowd watching the game today. Change up, lifted into short left, snagged out there by Kensley for the first out. Crick with the first out of the game, and Tatum remains at second. Brings up Audrey. Audrey batting with Tatum at second with one out. Down low. 1-0. Foul ball as Audrey's tied up on the inside pitch, 1-1. Winner of this game will travel to Phoenix on Thursday. Semifinal game at 5:30, I believe, at Papago Park. High, 2-1. Strike two on the inside corners. Audrey swings through that one. Two balls, two strikes. Two pitch on the way, and foul ball into the protective netting on the left side of the infield. Outside, full count. As that misses outside. One out with Tatum still at second. Eagles taking early 1-0 lead here. Inside, ball four. So Eagles now with runners on first and second brings up Nicole with 2 on and 1 out. Two on, 1 out with Nicole stepping in the batter's box. Inside and high, 1-0. Foul ball as Nicole fouls that one off her leg. 1-1. High, ball get over Tazy's head. Runners will move up to second and third, still with just 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nicole. Little flare in the center field. It's going to hit. 1 run will score. Go down to second. So on the throw, Nicole will go to second. Tatum will score. And Audrey in the 3 is that little flare just over second base for a base hit. So 2-0. With still just 1 out here in the first inning for the Eagles. Strike on the lower part of the plate. 0-1 to Annika. Strike 2 down the middle. That one throws Annika. 0-2. Swing and strike 3. Got Annika on a low strike there for 2 outs now with runners still on second and third for the Eagles. Brings up Isabel. Isabel batting with 2 outs, 2 on and 2 runs in here in the first inning for the Eagles. First pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Strike 2, just above the knees, 0-2. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. As that one misses up and out. Still have Josie, Audrey, and Nicole on the base for the Eagles. 1-2, and score on that play, but Eagles do score 2 in the top half of the first on 2 hits, 2 walks, and no errors. So after half inning, 2-0, Eagles. I'd like to thank all those that sponsor our games. And as you notice right now, tonight they'll also be streaming a concert from the middle school. So not only athletics, but concerts and musicals and high school, all the way down to primary school. So Wes does and his crew does a good job of putting these on, and all you that sponsor, we appreciate all those that sponsor and help out with funds that we can put these events on. We appreciate each and every one of you for doing this for us and for our athletes. So those that are not here and that can't be here, that those of us that have family somewhere else, we can get them in on the game. So Eagles take the field here in the first. Audrey will be pitching with Alex behind the plate. Cece first, Isabel at second. Third base will be Annika with Josie at short. Outfielders will be Lindsay, Tatum, and Nicole. You don't see this very often, but Horizon Honors comes in with a grand total of 9 players. Just enough to play, pretty much. All right, leading off for the Elks will be Brand Finch, and then Kyler Penrod and Kelsey Walker will be the top 3. All right. Brandon steps up to the plate. First pitch, strike on the outside part of the plate, just right above the knees. No. 1-1 as that one misses high to Brand. Brand a little late on that swing as she swings underneath it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Finch. Strike 3, late as well on that one for a strikeout. So Brand goes down swinging, brings up Kyler Penrod with 1 out. Tyler squares the bunt, and a good bunt. A bunt single by Kyler as it gets by the third baseman and not picked up until the shortstop gets it. So Kyler on with a 1-out single brings up Kelsey Walker with Carla Ariola on deck. He's sitting over there somewhere. Shake it off right here. Next play. Oh. First pitch to Kelsey, swing and strike one. Just a little underneath that pitch. Kelsey fouls the next one back over the screen. Oh, it sounds like it hit somebody's window. Yeah, it looks like we got a shattered window up above. Insurance will pay for that. Kelsey's grandma, so it's okay. It's in the family. 0-2. Kelsey hits a short one hopper out at second on the fielder's choice, but Kelsey's safe at first. Brings up Carla with Ryan on deck. Now 2 outs, 1 on. Down low, ball 1, 1-0. Carla out in front of that changeup, able to foul it off into the third base side. 1-1. The count. Carla swings back underneath that one, strike 2. Just a little behind it, I think. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seemed like last time we played him, we took about 3-4 innings till we got going. So hope we can get started before that. Outside, way outside, 2-2. Kelsey at first, 2-2 count to Carla. Oh, and that one looked a little high and outside, but called strike 3. So, called strike 3 on that high pitch. So down. So no runs for the Elks in the first inning. So after 1 complete, 2-0 for the Eagles. You're sure enough you're not blocking anybody's way. Cece up to bat for the Eagles. One thing I remember about her, she likes to lead across the plate and try to get hit in the strike zone. They usually don't count. Down low, ball 1. Ryan misses low. High fly. And Tays underneath it and misses it. So 1-1 the count. I don't know if there's a mix-up between her and Carla or what, but drop between the two of them. What's that? Oh, sounds like Tazy called for it and then didn't see it or something. So 1-1 the count to Cece. High, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. As that one missed up around the chin. Swing and strike two, 2-2. The count to Cece. High, 3-2. Count goes full on that high pitch. Down low, ball 4. And as that one misses just above the dirt, so CC goes to first. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Lindsay. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. Change up, strike 2, got Lindsay way out in front of that pitch from Ryan. 1-1 the count, no outs with CC on first for the Eagles. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Hit the second. And error on Kyler as it gets past her and rolls all the way to the fence. So runners will be in at second and third, where it looked like a potential double play. And walking an error, runners at second and third. As Kyler let that ball play her instead of her playing the ball. So no outs, runners at second and third. Outside, first pitch to Alex, top of the lineup up. Strike right about knee high, 1-1. Line shot in the left field is past Kensley all the way to the fence. 2 runs will score, and Alex will go into second with the stand-up double. So 2 more for the Eagles as they threaten to break it open early here in the game. Alex on second now, Tatum up.
Let's go, team! Let's go, team, you got it!
Tatum squares the bunt, pulls it back. Strike 1, and Alex remains at second. Strike 2, knee-high fastball, right at the knees. 0-2 to Tatum. Tatum able to hold up on that pitch, 1-2. Yeah. So 1-2 the count. Tatum, Ryan pitching. Alex on second for the Eagles. Line shot, and nice catch. Nice diving catch by Kelsey for the out. Nice play by Walker at shortstop. And snagged that right off the top of the ground. And she says she didn't catch. Oh, come on. Umpire says she missed it, so runners on first and second. Runners on first and second now, still no outs.
Go, Joe.
Strike to Josie. 0-1. 2 on, 2 in. No outs here in the second. And off the top of Josie's helmet.
All right, Joe.
Base will be loaded now with no outs. It's a good thing that hit the helmet. So checking on the runner. Elks struggling here early in the game.
Good job, Joe.
Down 4-0 already with the bases loaded here in the second inning. Eagles trying to get more.
On, let's go, Bob. Let's go on. Come on, Bob. Chance to score. Come on. Come on, Bob.
Audrey Pitt batting now. First pitch to her inside.
Dude, did that hit your foot? Your foot. Didn't hit her foot.
So 0-1 on that. 1-0, sorry, on that inside pitch. Low.
Let's go. Come back.
Little down. There you go. Out at home. Out at home as they thought it was foul right on the line. So Carla throws it home for the force out at home. That's 1 out. Brings up Nicole.
Come on, Nicole.
First pitch, Nicole. Low and inside. Look down first. No, she didn't go. 1-0, base is still loaded. Little flare, and it's going to be fair. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. And runners will move up on the throw. So just a little bloop just over the third base out in left field, just kind of right in no man's land there. 2 more will score. Runners on second and third, still just 1 out. 6-0 for the Eagles.
Oh.
Brings up Annika. Down inside, pitch gets away, ball gets away from Taze, but able to get to it quick enough. Runners don't advance.
Let's go, Bruce. Pick it up. Let's go.
Strike, 1-1.
You got it, babe. Get the bat there.
Swing and strike 2. Tied her up on inside pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Annika. 1 out. Still 2 on for the Eagles. Strike on the outside part of the plate for second out. As Anna goes down looking, brings up Isabel. Isabel up to bat with 2 outs.
Go, Isabel, you got it.
First pitch, little shot to short. Walker picks up, strong throw for the out. So not before the Eagles score 6 on an error, a walk, and 4 and 3 hits. So 6-0 after an inning and a half for the Eagles over your Elks. Should be Ryan, Ruth, and Autumn up to bat for the Elks. Yeah. Ryan Harmio hit leadoff batter for the Elks here in the second inning, trailing 6-0 early in this contest. First pitch to Ryan. High, right in the air. Pitch call. Audrey calls for it. Pitch down and makes the catch for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. As Ryan was underneath that and brings up Ruth Wilbank. Ruth sends that over the screen for a foul ball. 0-1. High 1-1 as that misses upstairs. Nobody on for the Elks here in the second with 1 out as the Elks try to get something started. High outside ball 2. 2-1. Ruth hits a second. 3-hopper to second baseman. Flipped over to CC at first for the second out. Brings up Autumn Webster with 2 outs now. First pitch to Autumn. Down low. 1-0. Outside and high. 2-0. Autumn fouls it back over the screen. 2-1. Autumn a little bloop over shortstop back, and gets it for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down for the Elks. After 2 complete, 6-0 for the Eagles. As Round Valley tries to get on track here. Like I said, early game down in Phoenix, the Elks fell behind 8-1. Came back, actually took the lead 10-8, and then lost it in the bottom half of the last inning. So we're capable of coming back. So all right, so it'd be CC, Lindsay, and Alex batting for Horizon as we start the third inning. Swing and strike one as CC chases one up out of the zone. Inside, 1-1. Just misses a little bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike down the middle of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to CC. Just a little upside, up high and outside, 2-2. And 3-2 as that also misses high. And CC able to hold up on the play. High and deep and all the way to the fence. Be a long single for CC. So single for CC brings up Lindsay with 1 on, no outs. Foul ball over the third base side. 0-1. Outside and high. 1-1. Inside. Brushes Lindsay back. 2 balls, 1 strike. And low inside. 3-1. Count to Lindsay with no outs. Runner on first. Hit to Carla. Carla flips it to second for 1. First out. Yes. Double play for round valley as it goes from third to second to first for a double play. Nice play by your infielder. So 2 outs, nobody on. After the double play, brings up top of the lineup in Alex. High ball 1.
Got it, Alex.
Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. 1-1 the count. Alex 2 outs here in the third. Nobody on for the Eagles. High and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Timeout by Coach Myers. Seems like Ryan's still just overthrowing just a little bit out there. Trying to calm down the pitcher. Eagles Horizon on her head 6-0 here in the third. As we try to get out of this inning without any runs scored for the Eagles and try to get back in this game.
Go, Alex.
All right, 2 balls, 1 strike to Alex. After that timeout, next pitch, strike on the outside part of the plate. 2-2.
You got it, Alex, right here.
And fouled off her foot, off her leg. Looks like she'll be okay. She's limping a little bit. Count remains 2-2.
Go, Alex, you got it.
Hi, 3-2. That misses upstairs.
Got it.
Foul ball. Past the third base dugout. Count remains full. Alex batting with Tatum up to bat.
Let's go, Ryan, right here. Finish it right here.
And hit to Walker, 2 hopper to Walker, flipped over to Autumn for the out. Elks get out of the third with no runs allowed on one hit by the Eagles. A double play erased that runner after 2.5, 6-0. Brings up, bottom half will bring up Kensley and then Taisley and then Bren here in the third inning for the Elks. You know, been working at the school the last few years, and been a joy. Kids are great. One thing I wish a lot of times is the kids would be more involved. I know a lot of them don't play sports, which is fine. Not everybody's an athlete, but there's other things to do. We do have home ec. We do have all the CTs, the welding, the uh, construction, all that kind of stuff as well. We do have musicals. We do have choir and band. So get your kids involved. I mean, it seems like the kids that are involved in school do a lot better grades. So find something at the school. If there's something that your kids want to do at school, talk to the administrators. See if they can start a club. See if they can start something that maybe would interest some of those other kids. All right. Administrators are open to suggestions. They're here to want what's best for the kids. I mean, I don't know a teacher that's got in here for the pay. So my last 3 or 4 jobs pay better than this job did. So they're here for the kids. So hey, get your kids involved. All right, like I said, Kinsley Crick up to bat. Here's we start the bottom of the third. First pitch to Kinsley from Audrey. Down low and in the dirt. Ball 1. Kinsley is behind on that pitch for strike 1. 1-1. Strike 2 on the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kinsley as she falls behind. Strike 3 as he chased one outside for the first out of the inning. Brings up Taisley Newman. First pitch to Taisley, low and in, low ball 1. As Audrey comes in with a changeup that misses down. Taisley fouls out and back in the glove, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. That just misses on the inside part of the plate. Taisley swings underneath that one a little late, 2-2. Taisley fouls it back, stays alive. Taisley sends it high behind second base. Shortstop drops it. Shortstop drops it for an error. Taisley safe at first on the 1-out error by Josie. Brings up Bren Finch. All right, Bren Finch steps in with Taisley at first. First pitch, turns the bunts. And ball's thrown over second baseman's head. So Taisley on the second on the stolen base. And ball miss, so ball 1 to Bren as that misses outside. 1-0 with Taisley at second now. Bren sends one high to left field. Should be playable. It is for the first out. Cut out there by Lindsay. So 2 outs now. 2 outs. Brings up Kyler. Taisley still at second.
Go, Mama, be ready.
Taze hits it short. Short flips it over to first for the out. So an error by Horizon, one left on by Round Valley. So after 3 complete, 6-0 for Horizon Honors. Again, like to thank all our sponsors that help us bring these games on. Appreciate all of them, and Wes for all the equipment. Defensive alignment for your Lady Elks will be the same as we head into the fourth. Be Tatum, Josie, and Audrey up to bat for Horizon Honors. All right, Tatum up to bat. Ryan still pitching for the Elks. First pitch, strike. Looked like one of those high strikes. 0-1. Inside and high, 1-1. Hit to Walker and out. Nice job by Walker there. She fumbled it just a little bit, picked it out of there, threw it to first for the first out. Brings up Josie. Good job by Kelsey staying with that ball. Strong throw to first for the out. Josie up to bat with one out here. And hit to Penrod. Off Penrod's glove. And safe at first will be Josie. As that went off Kyler's glove. And by the time she's able to get back to it, Josie was up first. Brings up Audrey. First pitch to Audrey, strike. 0-1. Oh, and 2 as Audrey's tied up on inside fastball. Right ahead in the count 0-2. Still have Josie at first with one out here in the fourth. Horizon Honors ahead by 6. Off-speed pitch. Just misses a little high. Be 1-2. Tazy threw down the first trying to get Josie. Josie's able to get back in time. High over Taisley's head for a wild pitch, 2-2. Josie goes down to second on the play. High, full count. After being down 0-2, Audrey works the count full. Josie still on second with 1 out. 3-2 count to Audrey. And line shot, but foul down the third base line. Would have been at least a double if it would have stayed fair, but luckily for the Elks, it drifted foul. Full count to Audrey. Strike 3 on the outside corner. That's caught Audrey looking at that one, so 2 outs now. Josie still at second. Nicole up to bat. First pitch to Nicole. Change up right down the middle for a strike 1. Third is bunt. Strike 2. Oh, 3 down second. Ball go down. She's coming into home and will score on the air. Go down to second. Second baseman misses the ball. So run will score on the 2-base error there. As they had her to run down and just a bad throw, and no one stopped it as it went through 2 of them. Foul ball by Nicole. 0-2 remains the count as the score is now 7-0.
Let's go, girls. Go, Nicole. Go do it yourself. Let's go.
Foul ball. Snagged down there by Carla, but foul. 0-2.
Right here. Finish it right here. Got it, Paul. You got it.
Oh, good looking pitch, but called a ball. 1-2. High flying deep. That might be gone. It is home run for Nicole. 8-0 here in the 4th inning on that solo home run by Nicole. Colette comes out and takes a timeout. Looks like we're going to have a pitcher change. Looks like we'll have Carla come in to pitch. And Ryan to the outfield. Ruth goes to third. And so a few changes here as Carla's in the pitch. Ryan in the outfield. Hebner out of the game and Ruth at third. As the score is now 8-0 for Horizon in the 4th inning. Horizon's been out swinging good bats so far, hitting the ball hard. A few errors by your Lady Elks and a few walks have led to the 8 runs for Horizon. And so far, the ladies have not been able to get anything going. 1 hit and 1 other base runner on an error is all for the Lady Elks so far.
Go, Mama, you got it. It's like practice, baby.
All right, so reset for the Elks. You have Kinsley, Ryan, and Brendan in the outfield. Ruth, Kelsey, Kyler, and Autumn in the infield with Carla pitching and Tazy First pitch from Carla down low, but swung and missed by Annika for strike one. So 2 outs here in the fourth. Second pitch, strike right about letter high, 0-2. That one missed a little higher. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Annika. A little outside, 2-2. Try to get a chase out an outside pitch. Foul ball down the third base line. Count remains 2-2. Strike right down the middle. Got her froze. So Carter strikes out, third out of the inning. So after 3.5, 8-0, with the Eagles commanding lead here. Brings up, should be Walker, and then Ariola and Ryan. So the heart of the lineup. This would be a good time for the Elks to get some hits and get some runs on the board here in the fourth inning. Try to get back into this game.
Let's go right here. Defense, ladies. Comes the rain. Yeah. For real. Here comes the rain. Pants are super cold.
Your pants are? Oh. Oh. Audrey's still pitching for the Eagles. And only 9 players, so they don't move around very much. Kind of keep the same lineup. I mean.
Let's go, Kelsey.
All right, Kelsey start us off here in the fourth. Kelsey and then Carla and Ryan. As the Elks try to fight their way back in this game here in the fourth inning. Audrey's been keeping them off balance. We've made some contact. Just everything's been nothing hard. Just pop-ups and low grounders so far. First pitch to Kelsey. Kelsey line shot. That's what we like. Second baseman gets by. Oh, bounces the fence. Should be. It bounced for the fence. Says go hold it second. So Kelsey with a line drive single and bounce for the fence. So Carla up to bat, Ryan on deck with no outs here.
Let's go, Car, bring it in. Go, Eagles! Ready?
First pitch, Carla, outside corner, strike one. Hey, just hit the ball, just hit the ball. Foul back to the screen, 0-2, Carla falls behind. 0-2 to Carla, no outs with Kelsey at second. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got a timeout as the umpires meet together. I don't know what's going on out here. Just clear, something clear there. All right, after that quick timeout by the umpires, 1 and 2 the count to Carla.
Good job, Carr. Good job. Come on, bud.
Timeout by Carr there as Audrey was taking a little long to get the ball in. So back in play. Line shot, but foul as Audrey comes in with a changeup. Carla able to foul it off. 1 and 2 remains the count.
Hey, you got it right here. Basic, kid.
Another foul ball as she fouls it down the first baseline. Carla stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes count. Fouled the last 2 off.
So, Odd, you got it.
Carla another foul ball. Fouls it back over the screen. As the wind picks up. And the rain starts falling. Still 1-2 count to Carla. Kelsey still at second. Carla with a little shot, and it falls in the hole. Nobody covering. Carla on a first safe. So just a little blooper, just right over third baseman. We're in the no man's land. So runners at first and third now. First and third with Ryan up to bat and Ruth on deck. Wilson running for Carla. Has first 2 on here in the 4th inning for Round Valley as we try to get something going.
Don't let up, ladies. Don't let up. Let's go. Get a hold of one, Ryan. Get a hold of one.
All right, after that timeout by Horizon Honors, Ryan steps in the batter's box. Runners on first and third for the Lady Elks. No outs. First pitch, strike on the inside part of the plate, throw down, and safe. And Kelsey will score on the throw down to second, 8-1. As the Elks scratch across their first run of the game. Wilson safe at second. 0-1 the count to Ryan. Little one hopper to third base, picked up and flipped over to first for the first out. But Wilson into third on the play brings up Wiltbank. He's up the bat with 1 out. Strike right on the inside part of the plate. 0-1. As Ruth lets that one go by. Squares a bunt and fouls it back to the screen. 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count to Ruth. Outside, gets away, gets up, and Wilson coming in and safe. Safe for the second run of the inning for your Elks. As Catherine Wilson comes in and scores 8-2. Still just 1 out. 1-2 the count to Ruth.
Don't let up, Seagulls. Let's go.
Ruth sends one back and right back. Watch out. Ooh. Hopefully our fans okay. What? One of the fans hit with that one. Good thing her daughter's a doc, so we're good. Ruth sends another one over the backstop.
Go Eagles!
Count still 1 and 2 on Ruth as she's fouled a couple back to the screen. She did it down. Ruth hits that one foul again past third baseman. So 3 straight foul balls. We do have EMTs here too, so hey, we got lots of help in case we need it. So nobody on for the Elks here in the fourth, as the Elks are able to scratch 2 across with just 1 out. Ruth up to bat.
Go Eagles! Ready?
Ruth swings and misses on an outside pitch for the second out as she goes down swinging, brings up Autumn Webster with 2 outs now, nobody on base.
Don't let up, Eagles. Let's go.
Autumn smacks one foul, line drive, but foul down third base line, just a little bit out in front of that pitch. Strike 2 as Autumn watches it go down the middle. Autumn quickly behind 0-2. Autumn lines it back and dropped by short, but able to pick it up and throw Autumn out at first base for the third out. Elks will. So hit it hard, but right at second she dropped it, but didn't get far enough away from for Autumn to make it the first. So 3 outs there, but on 2 hits, we were able to score 2 runs. So after 4 complete, 8-2 for Horizon Honors. Leading off for Horizon Honors here in the top of the 5th will be Isabel and then Cece and Lindsay. Carla pitching here in the 5th inning.
Come on, Isabel. Go, Isabel! Woo!
All right, Isabel at the bat. Carla pitching here. We start the 5th. First pitch, A little high, ball one. Down low, 2-0. As Isabel starts ahead in the count. Change up misses high, 3-0. Carla quickly falls behind to Isabel, 3 balls, 0 strikes here in the first batter in the 5th. Next pitch, out strike. So 3-1 as that one catches the outside. Down the middle, 3-2 as Carla fights her way back. High fly over the, it's going to be close and hits off the top of the protective netting. So count remains 3-2. Strike 3 on a changeup. Got her looking as that floats down across the strike zone for the first out. Brings up Cece with 1 out, nobody on for Horizon. First pitch in and hits the plate, ball 1. As she misses with that changeup. Foul back over the screen. 1-1. Oh, as that collects the Simmons' vehicle. That's what happens when you park right behind 1-1 to count. Swing and strike 2 as Cece swings at a rise ball there by Carla. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low in the dirt, 2-2. As tries coming with another changeup, just misses low. 2-2 count. Strike 3 right down the middle, got her looking. So 2 up, 2 outs. Brings up Lindsay, number 9 hitter. Hit by Ruth for a single. So, sharp single by Lindsay. And she'll be on first with a single. As quick job by Bren getting it in from left field. As Bren's in left field now and Kensley's in right. Brings up top of the lineup and Alex. First pitch, strike on the outside part of the plate. Hard hit, past the diving Penrod. Runners will be at first and third. And ball gets by. Gets there and safe. She's able to slide underneath that pitch. So bad throw by Walker to first, gets by Autumn. And runner comes in from third. So another error by the Elks. Brings up Tatum. So runner on second with Tatum up to bat, Carla pitching with 2 outs, 9-2 the score. Ball up high, 1-0. Swing and strike one, 1-1. They both laugh.
Come on, Tatum.
High fly. Ruth calls for it and makes the catch for the 3rd out. 1 run scores on 2 hits and an error. So after 4.5, 9-2. As we head to the bottom of the 5th. So 9-2, Elks down by 7 as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. Naudry still pitching for the Eagles. Looks like it'll be, if I'm looking right, looks like Kensley, then Taisley, and then the top of the lineup with Brent Finch. First 3 batters of the inning for the Elks. Catcher was the one on base, so she's getting her gear on, taking her time, it looks like. All right. Here we start the bottom of the 5th. Kensley up to bat. First pitch to Ken. She turns and bunts foul. So 0-1 to Kensley. And she bunts that one back over the screen. Turns butt, but ball's high, able to pull back in time, 1-1. Down a little inside and low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Kensley swings at one on the outside, 2-2. As she misses that pitch, 2-2 to Kensley. Kens hits a little slow roller down to third, throw over to third, and gets Kensley by about a step. As a throw from Nicole to Cece for the first out, brings up Taisley. Newman up. Taisley squares the butt and pulls it back. Ball 1 as that was low. Tazy fouls that one back as it goes off catcher and umpire. Looks like they're all okay. 1-1 to Tasley. Tasley bunt again and bunts it down third base. Picked up there and flipped over and out. Out by about half a step as a quick throw by Annika to Cece. Yeah. Yeah, she was out. Yep. Brings up Bren. Top the lineup for the Elks with 2 outs now. Elks trailing by 7 here in the 5th. Chases, lets one go outside, 1-0. Second pitch to Bren's up high, 2-0. Up high, well, 3-0 to Bren. Here the top. As tries to get a runner on with 2 outs here in the 5th. Next pitch, outside, ball 4 straight to Bren. Brings up Penrod with 2 outs. Penrod 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch to Kyler. Line drive out to left field and caught right to Tatum out in right field. She had to take like 2 steps in to catch that. So no runs on 1 walk after 5 complete. 9-2. Time's starting to run out for your Lady Elks. Need to hold them here and not let them score any more runs, then come up and get some runs in the 6th. Try to make a game of this in the last couple of innings. Be Josie, Audrey, and Nicole batting for the Eagles of Horizon Honor. Cooled off quite a bit here in the last hour or so. So last hour and a half has cooled off considerably. Got clouds over. All right, Josie steps in the box first for the Eagles. Carla pitching here as we start the 6th inning. Just a little high, ball 1. As that one misses up by the shoulders. Foul ball. 1-1 as that drifts over the third base dugout. High, 2-1 as that one misses up by our eyebrows. The outside and low, 3-1. So Josie ahead in the count, 3-1. shot, hot shot right back up the middle past Carla for a single. By Josie brings up Audrey with no outs. Josie at first now. That's what I worry about more than anything else. It's Audrey at bat, one out. No outs. High fly. Oh, and it'll go. Looks like it's going to go out of play. Yes, bounces off the top of the dugout. Right back to Carla at the pitcher's mound. Look at the ball, make sure it didn't do any damage to it, hitting the corner of the dugout there. So Carla had 0-1. Was running at first and no outs here in the sixth. Changeup misses high. 1-1. Another foul ball back out of play. 1-2. As that one ends up out on the street. And a fly ball to center field. Ryan calls for it and makes the catch. Throw down to first and not in time. And error. And ball gets over her head. Stay at second, so bad throw in. Autumn should have been an error on Autumn, I believe. As it came to her, she went off her glove. One out here with Josie on second. Another error on your Elks as that's a third or fourth this game on your Lady Elks. Brings up Nicole with one out. Strike as Carter starts her off with a changeup. Line shot, but foul just past third base. Carla quickly had 0-2 to Nicole. Up high, 1-2. As Carla tried to get her chase after a rise ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Nicole. Josie at second. In the dirt. 2-2. Misses with that changeup low. Down the middle, and that was going down the flat, but foul out of play. Count remains 2-2. That would have been, I don't know, it would have been close to being out if it would have stayed fair. Luckily for the Elks, it drifted foul. And hit her. I'm sure that changeup didn't hurt too much. So 2 on now for Horizon with Annika up to bat with just 1 out.
Let's go, Elks. Let's get it right here.
Turn to bunt and bunts, but foul. As the runners were off and running, but foul.
Got it, Mom.
So 0-1 to Annika with 2 runners on and 1 out. Foul back to the screen. 0-2. High. Carla misses with the rise ball. 1-2. Strike right down the middle. Got her looking for the second out. So 2 outs now with runners still on first and second. Brings up Isabel. First pitch in there for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Change up low in the dirt, and runners will go to second and third on the play on that low pitch. So runners on second and third for the Eagles. 1-1 the count to Isabel. Here in the 6th inning with the Eagles up by 7. Foul ball. 1-2. That was fouled over the backstop. Down just a little bit low, 2-2. Another foul back over the screen. Count still 2-2. A battle between Carla and Isabel here.
Let's go, Carla, finish it right here.
Ryan shot to center field. Ryan back and off her glove. 2 runs will score on the play, and Isabel will be in the second with a double. As that's off Ryan's glove for Ryan had to leap for that, so I don't know if that'd be a hit or error. Brings up Cece with the score 11-2 now. Elks in danger of being run ruled here in the 6th. First pitch high to Cece. Strike. 1-1. As that was a knee-high fastball. Foul back over the screen, 1-2. That one hit the top of someone's. We got a few dents out back today. 1-2 to Cece. Carla pitching. Runner on second for Horizon. Elks trailing by 9. And strike 3 got her swinging for the third out, but not before the Eagles add 2 on a couple of hits and an error. So believe it'll bring up Walker, Ariola, and Ryan and Harmil here in the 6th. Need at least 2 runs to continue the game into the 7th as we're down by 9 here at the bottom of the inning. As foul balls come in from everywhere. All right, Kelsey up in here in the sixth with no outs, leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Elks. Kelsey with a sharp single last time. That, well, I think it would have bounced toward the fence as it got by the right fielder. And no, you're good. First pitch to Kelsey, back over the screen. Strike one. Outside, 1-1. Nice take by Kelsey there. Outside, ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike to Kelsey. Foul back to the screen again, 2-2. Kelsey line shot into center field and hits the fence and be a stand-up double. She's going to go for 3. Nope, she's going wisely held it at 2. So Kelsey on second with a double. Brings up Carla Ariola. Nice bit of hitting there by Kelsey. Carla reaches for the changeup, sends it foul. Strike one. Yep. Carla with a shot. It's going to draw. Nope. Going to be a caught out in center field by the center fielder. I thought it was going to drop in, but center fielder able to come in and get it for the first out. Brings up Harmeal. Ryan up with 1 out and 1 on as the Elks try to stay alive here in the 6th inning. Needing at least 2 runs to extend the game into the 7th. Ryan fouls one off her leg as she chases one inside. The Elks are a little anxious right now, it seems like, trying to get back in there, not being too selective. Nice job by Ryan holding up on that outside pitch. 1-1. Strike right down the middle, just above the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, 2-2. Nice job by the catcher to get out and stop that one from going by her. Ryan swings and strikes 3 on an outside pitch for the second out. Brings up Ruth. The last hope for the Elks as a trail by 9. Ruth up with 2 outs now. Inside, ball 1 to Ruth. Ruth backs out and he called it a strike on the inside pitch. 1-1. It's going to foul. Just drifts about a foot foul down the left field line. So Ruth's in the hole now. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Come on, Ruth, you got a kid. Go on, right here.
Elks down their last strike here as Ruth tries to keep the season alive for Round Valley. Outside, 2-2. Ruth a little pop fly and third base underneath it for the out. And that should be game, I believe. Let's see. Maybe it's 10. Oh, yeah, 10. Sorry, I'm thinking college. College is 8. High school is 10. So we'll go to the 7th, trailing by 9. Yeah, I've been watching too much college ball, I guess, where it's 8-run rule. So we'll go to the 7th, Elks trailing by 9.
Let's go, girls. 3 up, 3 down. Let's go now.
Again, I'd like to thank all those that sponsor our activities throughout the year. Appreciate all those that contribute to making our school a success. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for helping out. All right, we Taisley catching, Carla pitching, Autumn, Kyler, Kelsey, and Ruth around the infield with Bryn, Ryan, and Kensley in the outfield as we start the 7th.
Let's go, Lindsay! Woo!
Number 9 hitter Lindsay, lead off for Horizon Honors. First pitch to Lindsay from Carla as we start the 7th. Little fly, and it's going to drop right behind second base, right in no man's land for a single. Nothing hit hard, but hit right in the right spot by Lindsay for a single. Brings up Alex. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1 to Alex. Line shot foul. Past the third base dugout. 0-2. Carla had 0-2 to Alex here with no outs and Lindsay at first. Another foul ball. 0-2. Outside. 1-2. Try to get her chase on the outside pitch there. 2-2 as that misses high. Change up, hits high in the air. Walker calls for it, sails underneath it for the out. So change up gets Alex just a little bit out in front of that pitch for the first out of the inning. Lindsay had to stay at first, brings up Tatum. 1 out, 1 on. Change up, little flop, and pitch, and throw to first. Nice job by Kelsey. Get that throw to first and bounces out of Autumn's glove. And Lindsay back in time. Brings up Josie with 2 outs now. High ball 1.
Let's go, Josie. You got it.
Outside, 2-0. Change up just a little outside, 3-0. Carlick falls behind. 3 balls, no strikes.
Right here, Carl, right here.
Strike down the middle. She lets that one by. 3-1. Change up, hits in the gap, out to right field for a single. Runners will hold up at first and second. Brings up Audrey with 2 outs, 2 on. 11-2 score for the Eagles. Strike at the upper part of the strike zone. 0-1. Shot right at Ruth for the 3rd out. Line smash, but Ruth there to catch it. That's more of a reaction than anything else on that one. So Ruth with a snag, so no runs on 2 hits after 6.5, 11-2.
That ball's coming 120 miles an hour.
So head to the bottom of the 7th. Elks trailing by 9. Need to have a major rally here. Need at least 9. 10 would be preferred here. As we go in the bottom. It will be Autumn, Kinsley, and Taisley, I believe, if I remember right.
Go Eagles, finish it off. Let's go. Good defense.
Autumn up, leading off the 7th.
Don't let up, ladies. Let's go.
Right out of the bat. First pitch to her. Strike on the upper part of the plate. Outside and high, 1-1. Autumn fouls that and back to the screen. 1-2 as she's behind in the count. Autumn hits it and gets off third baseman's glove for a and goes into left field. Autumn on it first on that error by the third baseman. Brings up Kensley.
All right, babe, take it off. Next one, you got it.
So Zoe Hamlin running for Autumn.
Go, kids. Quick. Be quick, girls. Be quick. Quick with your back. Don't let up, babe. Let's go.
Kens fouls it back on the screen. Watch out. Just barely misses the fans here next to me. 0-1. Oh, nice wrap by Kensley into left field for a sharp single. Zoe will hold at second base. So 2 on with no outs, bringing up Newman. Newman and then Finch. As the first two reach on here in the 7th inning for your Elks as they try to battle their way back. Tazy up after short mound visit by the Eagles.
Go, Eagles. Don't let up.
Tazy swings underneath that one. Strike 1. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Tazy falls behind 0-2. Runners on first and second for the Elks. Tazy fouls it down the third base line. Stays alive. Count remains 0-2. Zoe Hamlin on second and Kensley Crick on first. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. As that just barely misses inside. Yeah, he has. Down low in the dirt, 2-2. Nice stop by a catcher there. So 2-2 to Tasley now. Tasley loose one down and foul just past third base.
Win a battle, kid. Win a battle.
Tazy sends one deep. Let's see how deep. Right at the fence. And it bounces over for a ground rule double. So ground rule double by Tazy. They'll bring in one. And Bren Finch up the plate with 2 on and no outs. Sound like she just hit that just a little bit up on the handle there. Just a little bit up on the handle there, but able to get it deep enough over left fielder for a double as it bounces over the fence. So Bren Finch up. Mound visit here by the Eagles after the first 3 batters for the Elks have got in on here in the 7th. One thing you see about these girls, I mean, we've lost a few games, been behind, but I haven't seen any quit in them ever.
Let's go, Brent. Come on, sis. You got it. Watch the pitch, sis. Let's go, Brent. You got it, kid. Go on. Race it, kid. Race it.
Bren Finch leadoff batter up with Newman at second and Crick at third. High ball 1 to Bren. Bren walked on 4 straight pitches last time up. Line shot in the right field, brings in 1 and brings in 2 more. So 2-run single by Finch as he hits a sharp liner in the right field, brings in 2, brings up Kyler. So scored now 11-5. Still with no outs here in the 7th. Kyler Penrod up and then Kelsey Walker. Strike 1, throw down to second and safe. As second is Finch with the stolen base. So Finch now at second. 0-1 the count. 0-1 the count to Penrod. Walker on deck. Inside and low, 1-1. Foul, strike 2 as she just gets a piece of that. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Penrod with Finch still at second. Little bloop and foul. Penrod stays alive as catch it, able to get to that one.
Let's go, Kyler. Keep it. Stay in there, kid. Stay in there.
Outside, 2-2. Kyler keeps alive by fouling another one back. Still count remains 2-2 as Kyler's up there battling. Kyler held up and calls a strike 3 on the outside part of the plate for the first out. Brings up Walker with 1 out. That pitch did look a little outside and high. Kelsey up with 1 out now. Finch still at second.
Relax, kid, relax.
Kelsey fouls it and get out of play. And it does. So 0-1 to Kelts.
Get ready, Brad. Be ready. Okay, baby, you got it right here. Let's go, Kels.
Kelsey with a line shot in the center field. Center fielder tracks it down and is able to make the catch. Pinch goes into third on the tag and is safe. So now 2 outs. Carla up. Good hit by Kelsey, just hung up with just a little too much. So Carla up now with 2 outs. Ryan on deck. High ball 1.
Go on, you got it.
Outside ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Carla. Brand at third. High fly. 2 cutters running for it and caught by the second baseman for the 3rd out. So end of the game, 11-5. Elks go down to defeat. Horizon Earls will move on to the semifinals. Just want to tell the girls how much I appreciate them letting me do this all year long, and how I look forward to the next couple of years as well. Elks battled back. I mean, they could have quit when they were down, but come back and actually outscored Horizon over the last three innings. Just unable to complete the comeback after being down at 8-0. Again, just want to thank all those that sponsor us, Wes, for providing the equipment, and especially the girls for being out there and trying their best and working hard. I expect, we're going to miss Ruth and Skylar next year, but the rest of the team will be back. Hopefully, we get in a few reps over the summer and everywhere else, and be able to come back better and stronger than before. Some of the freshmen that came up, just I see good things coming out of them as well. So sorry for those 2 seniors. Wish we could have got further. I guess I'm going to have to go to school on Thursday now, dang it. So again, thank you for all listening. Be safe and enjoy your summer. And thank you, girls, for a great season. This is Wayne, over and out.
How do you just pull it up?